Good morning. I'm Casey. It's Friday. It's October 11th, and I hope you're doing well on this chilly morning. It's certainly feeling like fall, or maybe even a little more like winter this morning, or at least that's my opinion, 38 degrees. Wow. It's that time of the year, so I hope you're doing well and sipping on that second cup of coffee. We've held over. You asked and we responded, and we had a bunch of people in yesterday that were pretty grateful that we did respond. They were very tied up all last weekend, so we've held over the event. I know it's going to go for another 3 days. That's today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., all 3 days. We've got 10 to 25% off of everything. And you've probably been seeing this everywhere and in the live. But just to make sure we hit everybody, good morning and thanks for tuning in. So as far as furniture is concerned, it's a great time to buy, especially if you're looking for the table sets, the really more expensive pieces that are $199 or above, get 15% off. That's unheard of. Are already low, very affordable, quality, real wood Amish furniture. Any piece of furniture that's $198.99 or less is 10% off. All of our frame prints, that does include Christmas, winter, and fall, are 15% off. Our seasonal decor is 25% off, in other words, fall and Christmas. And if you saw the live earlier in the week, I did push out some new product, scrambling at our warehouse at K2, and then I had a little bit of backup stock. You know, I said it's like peanut butter. Well, you'd have to know me. I absolutely love natural peanut butter. So why buy one jar when you can buy 3? It's not going to go bad. Have it on the shelf. So I never want to run out of peanut butter. I never want to run out of a little bit of a batch of inventory. So I had a teeny bit of back stock that we did put out, and we created all new displays. So if it's not frames and it's not furniture, and it's not seasonal decor, then everything else is 20% off. So it's a great time to stock up on some of our items that we restocked on, such as our tea cabin shower curtain, or some of our PIP Vine Star rugs. Right now, 20 by 30s, the main ones we can get are those, or some of the bath mats. It's a great time to stock on all things candle and park lamps, and I always say all of this, but it is a really good time because we're getting 20% off of anything that's not, again, furniture, frames, or seasonal decor, because furniture's 10 to 15, frames are 15, and seasonal decor is 25% off. Do remember that colored tickets represent final prices, so do be aware of that. So some of our new displays, again, you may have seen this earlier in the week, but I did get back stock in. I prayed and begged about snowman candles. What a silly thing to pray about. But they bring so much joy to so many people, and that's the whole point of that. And I'll show you those that were restocked on. We also got restocked on this guy. Since he was in the center of this display, I figured he might turn out to be a really good seller, so I wanted to make sure, if I could at all, that we had those guys. Now, while we're talking about snowman candles, let me just go over here and show you. And en route, you can see we've also redecorated and added some goodies to these 3 hutches right across there, so that you can see more frame prints, new snowman up on top, the new Chanel snowman. I held those back, so there you go. And then if you're still looking for some fall filler, we certainly have some here at the very back, right over here by that snowman display, and then of course in a couple of the collections up front. But talking about snowman candles, as we swing around, we are back in stock. So now they are not the ones that looked cakey, if you will. This is the new version, and they're coming in and all the different ones in this size. So our 7-inch is the most popular. We have it marked down to $19.99. We're going to fill online orders first that are waiting, and we're still going to have some left over. So if you can't make it in and you've missed out, or if you like this newer version where he's not so cakey, if you will, that's the only way I know how to describe it. The others looked like cake batter. Then we're certainly glad. And the noses, if you like these noses better. I did bring in a limited number of the 4-inch, and we are back in stock. Again, limited quantities on the 6-inch pillar, but they are beautiful, and they certainly look great in these snowman lanterns. I was able to get my hands on a couple more of those when they showed up yesterday. So yeah, that's how I find out sometimes when it just shows up. They don't always return calls or answer emails because we're all so short-staffed. I guess that's how it goes sometimes. So taking it back here just a little bit, you can see, or you'll be able to see in just a moment, our tea cabin quilt is still on the bed. I did get an air shipment dropped in. They were going to give 1% off the order. They gave 10% off my freight, so it was so generous, $13. But either way, I wanted to get those here for you all, and they've already started to sell. So some of what came in yesterday have gone out the door. If you want a tea cabin quilt and we are out of stock, I will honor the 20% off, and I will get it ordered because, like I said, I paid second day air to get it here. It got here, and they're already going, and I know many of you are still at work. But remember, you can always call us or email us. It's on the website as well, although the 20% won't show up, so you're better off to call us if it's something that you want. We do still have one queen in stock and one king in stock left. So again, if tea cabin is something that you're looking for and we are out of stock again this weekend, then I will honor the 20% off. I just need to get that ordered and get it in store, and we would just have to get you to pick it up. So other things you can see over here, we've only got 2 wagon wheels left with all the decor that comes with them. What is this thing called? This is BC before coffee. This arrangement, there you go. Can't come up with it. This shelving unit, this display, there you go. Meant to be all things gray and white and a little bit of red popped in. These snowmen, their bottoms do light up. You can see the taller snowmen, we're getting lighter on those. Got the beautiful park lamp in the middle, and all things Billy Jacobs abound as well. Don't miss out on our trains. I think that might be the very last one of the silver train. And of course, here in the center are Amish centerpieces with that silver candle, unlike any we've had before. It's showing up there. The lanterns that are a little more woodsy, if you will, we wanted to break up some of the silver and drop in some wood. They are beautiful as they light up as well. So again, we are on another run where you asked, and boy, did we get asked, and we're so grateful that you asked, and we've been able to hold it over the event, the 10th anniversary celebration. It was so wonderful last weekend. We are still standing, barely able to talk in some cases. You can hear all the mess in my throat, so excuse me for that. I held off until today, so I didn't sound quite as bad. When I talk a lot, it just takes a toll. That's the weakest part of my body from all those years of teaching. But with that being said, we've held over the event 10 to 15% off of Amish furniture, depending on its price range. It does mean 15% off of table sets. Any piece of furniture that is $199 or more is 15% off. So it's a great time to pick up an island, some seating. Table sets, of course, is sold as you see them, or anything in that range. 15% off of frame prints, 25% off of seasonal decor, and 20% off of everything else. Now let's talk a little bit about miscellaneous. It's been a rip-roaring week, let me tell you, between getting in new product there. Mom waited for me to come, and we reworked some displays, and pulling off, because of me, the last-minute notification of a customer appreciation event up at Miscellaneous in Fairfield, 5735 North Lee Highway. It's just 35 minutes north off of I-81 exit 200. We kicked off a customer appreciation event yesterday. I didn't get the event out there in time to say it kicked off at 10 yesterday, but it does run through Sunday. The customer appreciation event, again, we've got a ton of, and I've been trying to post photos and reels and all those good things. A ton of new Christmas and winter product that we got in a little bit late, again, because of me being able to get up there and get it out. So what's going on at Miscellaneous? It's 20 to 50% off store-wide. Very few exclusions. The 50% off, she's got things around the store that have color tickets without prices. If you find those, then that is 50% off the original price. I know that she's got 50% off of fall decor, which here I've got 25% off. I know that she has 25% off Christmas and winter decor, and that does include brand new items, a bunch of brand new items that we just put in this week and got displayed, and you're seeing some of those displays, which were so fun to create. What else is going on at Miscellaneous? All of the frame prints. So that's winter and Christmas frame prints and everyday frame prints and furniture and everything else is 20% off. So it's a great time to check out her frame prints. She may have a selection that are 50 off, but any furniture that's up there, rather than me bringing it back and swapping it out for other furniture, it's smaller furniture pieces, they are 20% off. So again, 20 to 50% off. We are talking about Miscellaneous in Fairfield, 50% off of fall decor, 50% off of items that have blank colored tickets, 25% off Christmas and winter decor, and everything else, including frames, Christmas and winter and otherwise, and furniture at Miscellaneous in Fairfield is 20% off. There's also color tags throughout the store that have prices on them. They're kind of like in-store specials, so you kind of just need to look around. It's like here, you got to go through a couple times to really see everything. But great savings at both stores. The customer appreciation event at Miscellaneous does run through Sunday. It is Friday and Saturday, 10 until 5, and Sunday is 11 until 3. So check out the Miscellaneous Facebook page. I've tried to share the event here so that you could see that as well. So off my infomercial and back to KC. And without Miscellaneous, there would be no KC. So that's really important as I'm going through occasionally and promoting this. Without my time at Miscellaneous and without Miscellaneous full steam customer base at the beginning that pushed people here, and without my mom promoting there at the beginning, there would be no KC. Because in the early days, I mean, there was no money for commercials. That stuff didn't exist. I mean, the store wasn't even full. You know, my entire life savings and more was put in just to getting this off the ground. So not to mention getting the building and remodeling and all those things. So it was Miscellaneous that helped out KC to get going. And it was Miscellaneous that promoted and continues to promote, just like we promote for Miscellaneous, that helped. So Miscellaneous is sort of joining in the celebration. We didn't want to take any attention away from KC last weekend. We're calling it a Customer Appreciation Day up there, or a few days, if you will. And it's really the kind of the end of our 20th year. It's crazy hard to believe, but we weren't going to call it, you know, a 20th anniversary because that would have been in March, and that just didn't happen with life and all things going on, and it always relates back to me. But with that being said, Customer Appreciation Days are the most similar that we can bring you to an anniversary event up there as well. So there you go. We are still stacked and we are packed and we have tons of inventory. The frame prints, we certainly are getting lower. You folks definitely responded to that. We'll get restocked, but we were extra stocked because I never know when I'm going to have enough room on the furniture trucks to bring them back, and it won't be this week for sure. We will have 2 shipments coming back, Lord willing. With strength and grace and careful travel for me in the weeks ahead. We will have a couple of shipments coming back. They will be full trucks on the first load and not a full truck on the second load. I've got a fair amount of sold furniture coming back, and in addition to that, we do have some islands and table sets. So because I didn't make the trip this week, you know, pulling off this held over event that wasn't planned to be held over. And I already thanked all the folks that definitely helped make that possible, including Channel 7 and an incredible team and our backup team. But if there was furniture sitting and waiting for me, like, for example, we have an island this size or 2 that they've kind of put into hyper production, we'll call it. That's in the Sealy color that's sitting there waiting. I'll honor the 15% off. It just won't be here. Lord willing, until the end of next week. We've also got an antique white with a special walnut top, a couple of those that they've hyper made for me. I mean, like really like stood on their heads to get done, so to speak. Those are waiting, and I know those are coming back. Our Sealy bedroom furniture is going quickly. I will tell you that. They, again, have kicked it into gear, and I've got some of that coming back as well. And those are the main things that hit my head. I know we do have a table set that matches up to this hutch. It is a 6-foot table. It does have a thin top. It's very similar to this one, and it has chairs that match that hutch. That's waiting on me, or will be ready by Tuesday, whether it comes back this week or the following week. So if I know that it's sitting there waiting on me, and because of holding over the event, it's delayed in getting here, which kind of took it away from you, so to speak, then I will honor the % off. And again, I'm really talking table sets, island sets, and bedroom furniture, which are those high dollar items, but cheaper than most places, right? I mean, it's not out of a box. It's real wood. It's affordable Amish furniture without all the markup. And oh yeah, you get customer service. With all that being said, in other words, our higher priced items, because of their weight and dimensions and all that, we will honor that 15% on those guys. So I think I've rambled enough, but you get the point. We're still standing. We're here. We're delighted for another 3-day run. We'll see after that. I don't know how much more I have in me, but we'll see. I am a little bit disappointed that I wasn't able to get the furniture back this week, because there's a lot of the economy furniture as well, you know, that's still in Pennsylvania waiting on me. So we'll just see. We're going for 3 more days, and if we can pull off 2 weeks of a 10th anniversary event, that might have to just be enough. I don't know at this point. Notice our error replacements are incredibly low. There's not the ability to get more of those. So there are things that I know I'm not going to get again. I didn't know if I was getting snowman candles, but I know for a fact I'm not getting more error replacements. We're also restocked on Naked Bee. It's all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. Remember, stocking stuffers, you know, picking up a little tube of hand cream, or stocking stuffers where you put together a little gift set. They're great ways to pick up little things, as well as coaster sets, coasters over here, individual coasters that for some reason we seem to have killed them, so to speak, their sales and their location. But they're great little gifts, you know, fueled by coffee and Jesus, crazy Christmas lady. There got to be some in here that's going to make somebody smile. Cheer mom, I love me some dirt roads and country music. Buckle up, buttercup, and then hop over here. Base my mom, nurse life, bless my firefighter, keep it real, best sister ever, pray, wait, trust, pray more, worry less. Isn't that all the truth? Pray through it, pray on it, pray over it, and Jesus is my co-pilot. And I really don't think there's any other way to wrap it up and say that's a wrap, other than just know that if no one's told you today, you are appreciated. It's that wheel, and we've been rolling, that's for sure. I'm blessed to be in the center of it, but without you all, we wouldn't be here. Without the team to help get these products out, it wouldn't happen. So hats off to the incredible, the small, mighty KC team. And without a great group of vendors that know when KC asks, because I don't go begging too often, that's not my style. But when KC asks, I really need my vendors to come through, because you know what? We need all of the good feel we can get, and if a little bit of retail makes a person feel good, whether it's buying at the register or simply walking through, then it's my job to keep us in assortment. So with that in mind, blessings to God, that's a wrap.